Hey guys, it's Crispin Sky here, and today we're going to be reviewing the tournament from the Russian community. And these are the final games that were played between Domino and Altair. And the both of the players play the dark race, so it's going to be a really fun experience because you can learn a lot from these two players about how they play, and I really enjoy reviewing high elo games because uh, you really get a different perspective on how people play the game. It's basically a different game that they play from the lower elo. You will see that they're more aggressive. They take a really big interest in the monopoles and the early chests and how they control the map, how they control vision, how they use different units, and how they transpose into the late game. This will be the first game will be a 25-minute game, approximately, and yeah, let's start. We can see that Altair is going for the three workers on the gold mine and two workers on the wood. I mean Domino, and Altair opted in the one worker on the wood and four workers on the gold mine. And of course, after this worker finished with gathering wood, he got transferred on the gold mine, and Domino is showing the build that he did in his recent video. You should check it out. He starts with a sawmill and he goes into an eco heavy build with 11 workers at the start. And of course, Altair did the same thing, but he did it in a different order. I think it's because it's a safer option because it saves you from a lot of rushes, and Domino is a really aggressive player, so he wants to do that. But as we can see from the start, he is going an eco heavy build, and the reasoning is, I think, because it is a really long map, so like rushes don't really work, I guess, because the base is really far away from the rush point that you want to do, so it will be really risky business if you want to do that. And both players are going with the barracks, but and the second castle. Of course, Altair's castle will be earlier because he did not go the fast sawmill, and he went for a barracks and a pigsty so he can get his castle upgrade faster. And yeah, I'm gonna kind of speed along here because we're just building our units. And the interesting thing is, both of these flares, I think the reasoning behind it is that it's a really long map, it's a really wide map, so they would like to have units that travel fast. So they both opted in for the Totem of Orcs and got the Varg Riders, and did not go for the Skeleton Archers because the Skeleton Archers are really slow. And we can see Altair scouting and seeing what he is going. Domino did not really scout. He did not use anything to see what the other player is doing. I'm guessing he knows what he is going, so he just copies it. And I'm gonna slow down a little bit here because I want you to see how they control the chests. And I want to point out that Altair did not go for the champion early on, and he opted not to do that, so he would get something different from what Domino has. And Domino went really hard into the orcs, so he got Varg Riders, and after that he will probably go the Axe Masters, I think they're called, yes. And as we can see, Altair went for the Undead Obelisk, and he just got the Varg Riders for early control of the chest, so Domino would not roll over him really easily. So yeah, and he went for the Dark Gate. Of course, I think he will go the Venom Spitters because they're just broken. Even though they nerfed the Venom Spitters and the Undead champion, they really are still are broken because they just, I don't know, they're just too good. And we can see the players going for the mana wells because they both use spells. They use spells a lot, so they really want to keep control of these areas so they have mana for their spells, and they really like send in all their army just for control of the mana well. And you know, and Domino is kinda inting, kinda. He's sending his army in and just letting them die for some reason. I don't know why. I guess I really don't know why he did that. He just wasted his army for no reason, and this allows Altair to move up and take vision control and push into his map. And at the back end of this, he also got a Goblin Lab, so he gets his other units in too. Probably he will go later on. He will go the Goblin Alchemist. That's how he's called, I think. And you can see Altair, these players fighting over these mana wells, and they're really important to them. And of course, Altair has a better army, and he's just baiting his opponent to fight him because Domino lost his army here. And so he just goes back and forth trying to bait the chieftain's ability. And because Domino does not have any anti-air now, he cannot kill the Venom Spitters, so they're really effective in this fight. He also got the Skeleton Archers, and he just transposed into the Undead army because the Varg Riders are really susceptible to this. Also, he knew that he was gonna go Axe Masters, so he preemptively built a Goblin Lab, so he would get the Rocketeers later on, so he counters the Axe Masters. Domino did a pretty good job at defending, but ultimately I don't think you can beat this kind of army, and he had a really good advantage from the early game. And when you give advantage to higher rated players, it's just GG after that. And of course the armies, like, I know the Axe Masters are supposed to counter the Venom Spitters, but the Venom Spitter is a flying unit, so I think and I believe that it is a better unit than the ground armies because they're really hard to counter, and they're just really fast. They can go in and out, and they can do drive-bys in your base if you do not have any defenses. Plus you have scrolls for, like, making the towers defected so they cannot shoot, and the Venom Spitters do really good damage to the crossbow tower. Plus the crossbow tower is not that sturdy, so it would die really fast. And as we can see, he's upgrading the Goblin Lab, and he's probably getting the Rocketeers, which are pretty good versus the Axe Masters and the ground army in general, because they do really good splash AoE damage. Domino tried to get this Manuel, but the Venom Spitters are just too good at, like, you can see that, yeah, the Varg Riders can do basically nothing, and the Axe Masters are not that fast, so they cannot follow the Venom Spitters, even though they really counter them and they could kill them, but one Rocketeer is enough to kill all of these Axe Masters and the ground army. And also he got zombies, so he can overwhelm because they're all organic units. So if a zombie kills an organic unit or a bio unit, if you want to call it, they get reborn, so they can overwhelm the enemy player. And we can see that the battle will happen here. But Domino did a really good job is at realizing that he cannot beat them. He baited the Eater's ability, but the Venom Spitters and the Varg Riders are just too fast, so they catch up to his army and just, yeah, decimate him. Yeah, man. I think the Eater, like, you can see how the Eater is broken. Like, he's so tanky. He can CC your champions, and he's basically 2v1 versus two champions, and he beats them easily. Even though the Alchemist got buffed, it's really, I mean, you can look at this and just tell me how the Venom Spitters are not just broken and the Eater is not just broken. I think they need to like maybe rework his abilities or do something, because the dark faction is, I think, better than the light. The light has options and has a playstyle, but it's not that it's really, I mean, it is harder to play than the dark, because you can just A-click with the dark player and just basically kill them. The archers are a really good unit, but against what the dark player has, the dark faction, I don't think it's that good. So yeah. So Altair is just pressuring here because he knows he's better. And I think, yeah, he got the Rocketeers, he got his second hero, and he just waits for his opponent to make a mistake. And because he saw him going the Axe Masters and he is out of his base, he sent his, that's why the Venom Spitters are really broken, he sent his Venom Spitters inside his base, so he can, how do you say, he can do a drive-by. And for Venom Spitter versus one Axe Master, it's not even a challenge, even though they should beat them. The Venom Spitters are a large number, so they can't just kill him right off the bat. And yeah, he used the ability to disable the slingshot tower, so he does not get his units killed, and the Venom Spitters just destroy it. And plus he tries to, yeah, you can see he tries to kill him because he should, in theory, but he grouped up his Axe Masters really close, and the Rocketeer got a really good hit on them, so he just straight up loses. Even though he lost these units right here, he won the battle here, so he gets control of the mana well, and ultimately that's gonna translate into a winning late game because he has complete control of the map. He has all the mana wells, all the watchtowers, he has control of both chests, well, almost both chests, because he does not have a unit here, but he will send out a unit probably later on. And Altair really showed up in the first game. I mean, I just hate the dark faction, so I can't say that he won because of skill, because I hate the dark faction and I hate the undead. I need them gutted, bro. They need to slay them. Like, basically, I don't know, man. Like, there's no way that the dark faction is not this broken. Like, if the dark faction was not this broken, top players like would not play it. They would play light or something else. But you can see the best players, the two best players, are playing the dark faction. So yeah, that's why I play light, because I hate playing something that's really broken and really meta. I try to win with something else, but I don't matter now. I want to watch the game and see what my two friends are doing. Yeah. Now he's just pressuring, waiting to get the chests. And when he gets the chests, and when he gets his desired build, he'll just overwhelm Domino and just take everything he has. I don't know why he did this. I'm guessing he knows he can beat him, so he just like baited them into doing this. But yeah, the Varg Riders go on the X-Masters, the Venom Spitters just keep shooting. He killed almost all. No, he did not. Because the colors are really not showing for me. So yeah, but as you can see, like, they're just destroying. Plus he got a Rocketeer on top of that. Sorry, he got a Rocketeer on top of that. So yeah, he just decimates him. And I don't think that's the rest of the game is that interesting, because he just does this. I thought it was 20 minutes or more, but I think he just exited here. And as you guys know, or if you don't, the observer thing is still in testing, and it was created just for Kabi World Legends. Yeah, I mean, he told me that they just created the observer thing for him so he can review games of higher rated players, and it's not that good, so it does not show you if you won, who won or not. But later on, when they release the game, or probably in the near future, they will fix this and make the observer thing better. And that concludes our first game. Altair won, and yeah, I'll see you in the next game. Hey guys, this is the second game of the finals tournament between Altair and Domino. On the left side with the red colors we have Domino, and on the right side with the blue colors we have Altair. And I'm gonna start the video right now. It is a quick game. I'm not gonna tell you how long it lasted, because it's pretty funny, but you guys will see what will happen. I think most players will enjoy this game because they will see something that they do themselves if they're a beginner. So you will see a really big beginner mistake coming from one of the players. I'm not gonna say who, but you know, it happens. It's life. You know, you cannot like cry over that, but it's whatever. It's really funny, it's really good, but you know, you'll see. So players start off a bit differently. They don't go with the sawmill, because the town hall, the citadel, is really close to the wood. So they do not need a sawmill, and we can see that the players are starting pretty similarly with a Pixie and a barracks. And yeah, there's not really much to talk about in the early game right now. They just go eco, they go, I think, like 10-11 workers, and they just transpose into the end game. The undead, I believe. And they use an eco spell to make the workers do shit faster. So they start off with goons. I'm gonna speed along a bit here because it is the early game either way. And yeah, you can see them fighting in the middle, microing back because Domino almost lost his goon. Altair got pretty lucky with the crits, and they start going into the undead, and we can see the first mistake from Altair here is he rallied his barracks to go between his altar and his barracks, so his goon got stuck. And yeah, that's a pretty big mistake. That goon is gonna cost him a lot. And the Domino here just made 2 goons and went into skeleton archers the rest of the way. But we can see that Altair opted into going more goons than Domino. And we'll see what happens later on. They both go the Ether because the Ether is just the most broken unit in the game. And actually, Domino did not start going it right away. He opted in to more skeleton archers rather than going the Ether. And Altair gets his Ether faster than Domino. But the problem is he... Oh my god. Now that is just hilarious, man. That 2 times? 2 times? Damn. I mean, if he watches the video, bro, no flame, but like that shit was so funny when I first saw it. Like, amazing, man. Amazing. In a tournament finals game. I mean, you can't be more unlucky than that. It's just hilarious. And the 2 players will meet now in the middle, and Altair did not go the dark gate. He just spams the skeleton archers, but he went for the dark gate because he saw that he had more goons and he could get value off of the corpses, because skeleton archers do not leave corpses, so the necromancer cannot get value from them. But if you have more goons, like example 4 or 5, it's good to get a necromancer or 2 because they can lower the attack, and plus they can get corpses from the goons. Altair just A-clicks into him. The skeleton just focus fire his skeleton archers. They do not focus the Ether, of course, because he is tanky and he's left for last. So he just, stays there and tries to disrupt the enemies. But as you can see, the necromancers and the later Ether really paid off for Domino here, and he grabs him with his ability, and it's just 10 seconds CC. I mean, I don't even know if it's 10 seconds, but it's really a lot. So yeah, he sends in a worker also, probably he wants to get a tower nearby so he can support his units, and Domino is just dominating him basically right now. Yeah. I mean, that was really unlucky what happened to Altair. I mean, yeah, just not a fun thing to happen. And he goes into the Tower of Dark Magic so he can support his units, and he focuses the tower, but the rest of the units focus down his units, and yeah, it's basically GG. I mean, that's how long the game lasted. After this, Altair surrendered. That was a pretty big mistake from him. He made 2 in a row. He rallied his goon on the inside, and also he rallied his champion on the inside, so he had to destroy it. And he lost the battle in the middle, so he could not rebuild. He did not get the chest, so he did not have economy, etc, etc. That's why he lost. That's it for the second game. It's 1-1 now. Domino and Altair are gonna play another game, and I'll see you guys then. Hey guys, it's the third game of the finals tournament, and we have Domino with the blue colors on the right and Altair with the red colors on the left. Both players playing the dark faction, of course, because it is the most broken and they're abusing it. Hee hee. No flame. Shout out to the light players that are suffering. And yeah, this is the last game that they play. And you will see who is the winner of the tournament. So let's jump right into it. We're gonna start off going pretty fast because the early game is the early game. They don't do anything like different, special. They both do the same build order. They do the three games. I mean, similar because the difference of the maps. But because this is a really short map, they don't need the totem of orcs. They can just go into the undead. I mean, I'm guessing that's what the thought process is. So that's why I'm saying that. That's my reasoning. Maybe they have a different one. But if they do, they can just leave a comment or explain or say shit. So yeah. And if someone else knows, they can just type it in the comments or message me or something. So the players meet in the middle. Of course, they try to kill each other's goons, and we can see that Altair got the upper hand right now on Domino. He killed the goon, which is pretty good. And both players, we can see, are going the undead, and they're spamming skeleton archers. Altair really loving his goons, and Domino not really getting that many goons that like Altair. Altair loves like 3-4 goons and he'll do that, but Domino just gets 2 and like that's it. Maybe if he has to, he will get more, but generally he just goes 2 goons and that's it. The rest are like skeleton archers, and he just goes different units after that. The skeleton archers are pretty cheap, pretty effective. They're better than the goons if they're like grouped up, and they're just the most effective. I mean, they're the best unit in the game, I think, because a lot of rushes start like this with the skeleton archers because they can easily overwhelm you, and in the early game you do not have that much splash damage, so you cannot really kill the skeleton archers. And in theory the goons should beat them, but you have to have a lot of them, not just like 2-3. And even if you have like 2-3 goons, they will still beat you. Just, I don't know, it's just strength in numbers, I guess. It's just crazy. Domino did get another goon, probably just to beef up his front line and try to kill his archers. Try to kill the enemy's archers, and yeah, the players meet in the middle. Domino going for the backline archers. The Ether just killed one of them, and we can see that Altair got the upper hand. I don't know why he moved the skeleton here. Oh, that was pretty bad. I think he could have gotten the chest here. I don't know why. Oh, and he microed his Ether. Oh, I don't think that's good from Altair here. Yeah, I think he messed up a lot, and he focused down the wrong things. Yeah, Domino just has too many skeleton archers, and he does his focus fire thing. So yeah, shit. Yeah, Domino really played that pretty nice, but I think Altair made a mistake and Domino just got the upper hand here. I think he should have left his skeleton archer on the chest and he could have gotten it. Domino wouldn't do it. Now Domino's gonna have a good economy to back his to retrain and just get his units back. So yeah, I don't think this is a good push from Altair, but he just wants to go all in, I guess. The skeleton archers focus down his enemy's units. The necro also helps with it. And yeah, I think just Domino will have a better economy, and he uses his skeleton archers better than Altair. He focuses down the units, and yeah, he just decimates him. And I think from here on out, Domino will just push, spam units, spam archers. He is using scrolls also to speed up his unit process, and he's gonna pressure the hell out of Altair into submission because Altair does not have the economy to back his units up because he did not get the chest. Yeah, that's pretty tough. It's really sad. I mean, Altair did the mistake in the second game, and this happens. And like, I don't know, his archer just moved because I think he pressed select all army, and he did not make him stay there. So he just basically moved off the chest. If he got it, he should have gotten the chest and won the game. But yeah, that was just a pretty bad micro mistake by Altair. And the game only lasted 9 seconds because yeah, you can't do more about it here because he just destroys his base. And yeah, that's it. And that concludes the tournament finals game. Domino won. I don't know if he won decisively. I'm gonna speak honestly because Altair did make a few mistakes, but props to Domino for exploiting them and playing off of them, so that's why he won. And to be fair, Domino did not make huge mistakes or anything else. He played pretty cleanly the 3 games. It was just, an undead difference in the first game because, yeah, the undead are just broken. Please nerf. Pretty please. Yeah, that is that. Congrats to both of the guys playing. They played pretty well. They played really well. I mean, not pretty well, because they're just the best players on this game. There's not that many players that beat them. But if the Russian community transposes into, because I think the players that play in the Russian tournament and in the Russian tournaments are all Russian. They allow people from the West to play, but they cannot get the money from the win, and there's not really monetary how do you say, incentives for Western players to play, so they opt out of these tournaments. And I have not seen tournaments from Europe or anywhere else because it is not really popular, the game right now, for the Western players. So maybe in the future it will happen, maybe after the release, which will be in a few months, I think. So yeah, I think this concludes that. That's all I wanted to say, I think. Probably I'm gonna do a collaboration with another YouTuber in the near future, so watch out for that video. And probably I'm gonna do another video showcasing the actual build and trying to explain it in English, because Domino is a Russian player, and trying to explain it in English. Probably I'm gonna do both for light and dark, and no matter what my opponent will go, I think I will just do the build, not like try to adapt or anything. Just I want to show the build order, showcase that, because I think it's pretty good for not just new players but every rank, because it is a really good build order. It's really eco heavy, and its only problem is rushes. I believe it's only rushes. If a player rushes you and you do not seal off well, and he gets a few units inside your eco lines, that may be the only thing that can like destroy the build. But other than that, I don't think you can do much if you play pretty well, because you can get early control of chests. You can get early control of the map. You can transpose really easily into sieging your opponents after that, because you have a monetary advantage and you just trade off the army, try to take a few buildings, make him waste money on that, and if you have more army, you can kill him easier. Yeah, so that concludes the video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace.